Consistency, man. How do you guys ever give up on some stuff? You ever give up on like goals that are important to you? You're like, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. I quit. I'm done. I'm over it. Think about the times in your life where you've like quit on shit. Why did you quit? And that's what we're going to talk about today in today's video. I'm going to help you guys with consistency in your life. All right, I often like to tell my clients consistency over intensity, right? And the reason is like, I'm not very talented. Okay, I'm actually like, I grew up in a small town. We didn't have a lot of money. I was a very average type person, you know? And the only thing, any type of like wins that I get in my life come from being consistent at something. But I really want to help you guys with consistency today. All right, imagine where your life would be if you were more consistent at your workouts, your nutrition, if you were more consistent at working on your business. So that's what we're gonna dive into, all right? If you guys are new to the channel, I'm Jeremiah Sullivan. And I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the road here. I'm pulling off here in a second, but I put this channel together because, you know, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are okay. I don't want to talk about other people. It's because I wanted something like this when I was working on myself. I wanted people that would speak truth. I wanted people that would share their knowledge with me that spoke from results, man. And the thing is like, God helped me achieve a goal in the military that I thought was impossible. And when he did that, you know, I had made a promise that I was going to pay the privilege of that goal, of achieving that goal, forward tenfold. And this is one of my obligations to God. So that's why I do it. So to create consistency in your life, the key, this is where I speak from on this subject. Most people can't stay consistent to something for like 10 days, 7 days. I was personally one of the biggest things I was consistent in. It was my journey to becoming a ranger, right? Before social media, before you had all these mentorship programs, there was really no online guides to help you achieve a big goal and work on your mindset and your personal development. And so I stayed consistent at working on becoming a ranger the old-fashioned way, just putting my head down, doing the work. And it took me about almost 9 years of just walking with blind faith, consistently chipping away, working on my fitness, working on myself, working on my mindset. And there was a point so many times where I wanted to quit. And maybe you guys are like this in your life where you want to quit, dude. You know, maybe you want to give up. That's part of the process, right? You every day I wake up, I want to quit. Every day. I'm like, fuck this, dude. You know? But how do you stay consistent? How do you stay consistent on something? Well, the thing that's helped me before, and which continues to help me today, is to remove the expectation that I'm ever going to hit the result. I know that maybe sounds crazy to some people. Like, it's this weird mental place that you have to go to. You have to mentally expect yourself to get to the outcome, but at the same time, release from the idea that you'll ever get to the outcome. So it's like this soft focus on, yeah, you're hoping you'll hit the goal, but you're so committed to going down the path of and taking those steps that you release from the idea that you'll ever get the result. And only by releasing from the expectation that you'll get the result will you actually start being consistent. You know, it's weird. It's a weird thing that happens mentally. Think about the things in your life that you're really consistent at, right? Do you really are you hunting and foaming at the mouth for the result? Or are you just showing up and doing, expecting that there is going to be no result, that you just have to do the work? You know, it was like Ranger School. When I was in Ranger School for 62 days, I did not allow myself to think about the end of Ranger School. And people would talk about 62 days and a wake up, 61 days and a wake up, and then we'll graduate. And I would just get so mad, man. And I'd be like, guys, we're just here until it's done. And that allowed me personally to be more at ease. And so in your life, guys, I want you to really try this out, okay? Try releasing from the results in your life. Stop putting so much pressure on getting to the results and just put more pressure on yourself to just take the steps required. It's simple, right? It's not sexy. It's not like one of these, this isn't a message that you're going to find on YouTube that where it's going to have this sexy headline where it's like, I went from 0 to millions in 10 days, or like, I went from fat to 6-pack in 3 weeks. It's like these crazy headlines that people like put out online on YouTube and shit. They get your attention, and then they actually, a lot of these guys, you know, they don't even, I said I wasn't going to talk about other people, now I'm doing it. But a lot of these guys will like, they'll like try to pretend like they're an authority figure and an expert on something, and they haven't even gotten the result in that area. So anyways, I'm telling you guys from my experience, this is what has worked, and this is what I see with people that are consistent. The ones that burn out and crash and burn, they chase results all the time. They chase the next big paycheck. They chase that next big run. It's like Nick Bear, his running coach, says that I would rather be consistently good than occasionally great. And that is so good. That is such a good mantra. I just finished up a workout just now, and every day this year I've worked out every day. Most of the days it's been twice a day. I never skipped a day so far. And I mean, last year I don't even think I took a day off last year. But the point is that I'm not expecting myself, like I'm not mentally focused on getting to a result all the time. I'm just expecting myself to do the work. And by focusing on expecting yourself to do the work every day, that's all you can do. That's all you guys can do. That's all a high achiever can do. You can only control the amount of work that you put in. And when you fuck up, when you slip up, like all of us do, you gotta stop thinking about the result so much and just get back to damn work. Because thinking about the result, thinking about all the things that you like, thinking about the result all the time is a distraction. That's important, man. Thinking about the result all the time is a distraction. The work is the only thing that matters, dude. Hermosi was even talking about that with business the other day. And anyway, so I want to give you guys this message from my personal experience. If you just detach, maybe detach is a better word. Let's detach from the result. Let's focus more on doing the work. And let's release from this idea that we'll ever get there, because you'll be less let down. You know, when I was going for the Rangers, there was plenty of times where I was like, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to get into the Rangers. I'm never going to get selected to go overseas and deploy. And, you know, those little bits of discouragement, when those happen, if you focus so much on the result, when you get discouraged, you're going to walk off the path. And for me, I just told myself in those moments of discouragement that I didn't care whether or not I got to the result. I was going to do the work, and I was going to go as long as I could, as hard as I could, until the military pulled me off of the path, or until God pulled me off of the path. But I wasn't going to quit on myself, and I wasn't going to quit on all the people that depended on me. You know, so guys, the moral of the story, the message here is consistency over intensity, detach from results, and let's do the work. Conquer all.